And running the gold cube with an easy sluice, slightly modified on the tailings. Here's the dig site, classifying to 20 mesh at the time of dig, and there's the plus 20 tailings pile. There's the dig site, better basic shovel, half a gallon per shovel full. Or here are the tailings that are 20 minus. And let's take a look at some pay dirt running through the gold cube easy sluice wash plant. Running about 20 colors per scoop. And let's wash it wash down and see if we get lucky. Or we can make out some of the gold at the end of the wash. Sometimes you can see it as they fall. Blonde's coming out. Tailings there. Okay. So I'm going to keep working through. Total load today is 30 buckets unclassified. That's about 300 shovelfuls, or about 150 gallons. Classified down to 20 mesh. There's 30 buckets, became 12 buckets. Running the 12 buckets through, 4 buckets at a time. And we're going to do the cleanup. And I have 2 gold cube trays, not 3, with the vortex matting. And that's all right. Shut down the wash plant. We're going to do the clean out. This is going to be one clean out for the whole day. 12 buckets classified, 30 buckets unclassified, about 300 shovelfuls. So step 1 is going to be checking the sluice. We can see some nice black sands packed in to the UR mat. Now the easy sluice comes with 2 miner's moss pads and plastic riffles that go over the top of the miner's moss. And what I did was I replaced those sections with UR. And that's simply for ease of clean out. Nothing wrong with the miner's moss. I just didn't want to deal with taking the riffles off, cleaning out the miner's moss, because I just used the sluice for in-process checks. Now I did quite a few sluice checks during the 12 buckets running through, and a couple of spots here and there, but not much of anything. And we're going to confirm that for you here, and that'll confirm that I really didn't need the trouble of that third stage. Alright, now gold out of the South Platte has traveled a long way, all the way down from Park County, and as a consequence it averages about 70 mesh. So this is some really teeny stuff. Capture rate is a real challenge. So let's take a look at what we would have gotten if we'd have set up a third stage on the gold cube. Let's take a look here. I like these little Octagon pans. I kind of spin it around, use the different faces until I end up all the way on this flat face, and then finish it up there. Let's do a quick in-process check and see what we got. Not much. I see one little bitty piece right there, which I'm going to try to get out of the shade. Right there, one little bitty piece. A couple more little bitties, but we're talking less than 10. All right, good. So we're going to call that a success. And next, let's do the vortex mats. All right, here's stage 1 vortex matting. You can see the gold around that ring at the top, garnets, black sand, the blondes down here. You can see just how incredibly fine this stuff is. Again, let me see if I can get it focused in. Average is 70 mesh. It does not want to focus in that tight. A lot of this stuff is minus 200 even. So 300 shovelfuls. Generally, I don't do a milligram per shovelful. Somewhere between a half and 0.75 in the best spots. So maybe I've got a 1/4 gram. We'll see. I'm real curious to compare this shot with what I get from stage 2. So stand by for that result. All right, stage 2 vortex mat cleanup is complete. There's gold. There's a lot of it. As far as how it compares to stage 1, hard to say. It's definitely smaller on average. Let me see if there's a way I can help you to see it. Maybe some shade. See if that works better. There's glare from the sun on the water. But let's give it a little tap. I'd say, boy, it's a lot smaller on average. Maybe there's 1/10, maybe a little more than 1/10. So let me think about that, and we'll talk about that some more as I do the final weigh out at home and give you the final numbers and the economics on the day. All right, done for the day on the river. There's the tailings that were -20. Here's the tailings that were +20. About almost 10 foot long tailings pile, a couple feet high. I paced off my dig site. It's about 10 feet by 5 feet and 1/3 of a foot deep, which gets me, 20 cubic feet or so. So 27 cubic feet would be a cubic yard. That's consistent with my estimate of running about 150 gallons, a little less than a cubic yard. Before anybody thinks that they want to come out here and hit this site, be aware, you got to be able to pack up your gear and hike about a mile. It's a long way, uneven ground, no parking lot in sight because it's a mile away. I'm gonna head on back. Here you see my gear and my trash that I'll throw out on the way, and then I'll weigh out and update the crew. All right, final stage of cleanup with the gold claw. We got 300 shovelfuls, 30 buckets through on the day. This is everything. Ran the black sand through the gold cube one more time, panning it out in the gold claw, and there it is. We're gonna go ahead and do final cleanup here in the gold claw and then get you a weight. Thanks. All right, final video. Here's the take for the day. We got it tared on the scale. I'm gonna put it on and we'll see together what we got. 190 to 210 milligrams. Not what I was hoping for. Was hoping closer to 300 milligrams from 300 shovelfuls. But the scale doesn't lie. So there we go. Look below and I'll do an economic analysis of my day on the South Platte, which ended up with, we'll call it 200 milligrams even. All right, till next time, signing out.